Albans, would you take roll call, please?
Mrs. Cannon?
Here.
Ms. DeVito?
Here.
Mrs. Fiordamondo?
Present.
Mrs. Girding?
Here.
Mrs. Iarati?
Here.
Mrs. Robinson?
Here.
Mr. Walker?
Here.
Mrs. Woodring Emonson? Mr. Ruggieri?
Here.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is the election of temporary chairman. Under item A is nomination on the floor. Nomination for temporary chairman.
I'll nominate Debbie Albans.
Okay. Motion to close nominations. Okay. Ms. Albans, would you take your seat as board chairman?
At this time, we will have the election of president to serve for 1 year, beginning with this meeting on December the 1st, 2008, as per section 404 of School Code. I will now entertain nominations.
I'll nominate Anthony Ruggieri as board president.
Are there any other nominations?
I would like to nominate Carol Cannon for president.
Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, I need a motion to close nominations.
Motion to close.
And now we'll do a roll call vote. Mrs. Cannon? Are you voting for yourself? Ms. DeVito? Ms. Fiordamondo?
Mrs. Cannon.
Mrs. Girding? Mrs. Iarati? Mrs. Robinson? Mr. Walker? Mr. Ruggieri?
I vote for myself.
By a vote of 6-2, Mr. Ruggieri is elected president of the Penn-Delco School District Board of School Directors to serve for 1 year until December 2009. Congratulations, Mr. Ruggieri.
Thank you. Thank you. Ms. Albans, I think you did a fine job. Moving on to item number 5 is the election of vice president to serve for 1 year beginning with this meeting of December 1st, 2008, section 404 of the school code. I need a nomination for vice president.
I nominate Kim Robinson.
I nominate Joan Fiordamondo.
Are there any other nominations? I need a motion to close nominations. Okay. Ms. Albans, would you take roll call, please?
Mrs. Cannon? Ms. DeVito? Mrs. Fiordamondo? Mrs. Girding? Mrs. Iarati? Mrs. Robinson? Mr. Walker? Mr. Ruggieri?
Kim Robinson.
And by a vote of 6-2, Kim Robinson is nominated vice president. Elected vice president.
Congratulations, Kim. The agenda is the appointment of solicitor, reference Public School Code of 1949, section 406. Administrative recommendation is to approve the appointment of the Levin Legal Group, PC, as solicitor of the school district for a term through the reorganization meeting in December 2009, according to the terms presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Ayes have it. Any nays? Any abstains? Any questions or comments?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Enjoyable service so far. We've had some problems to overcome. We're still in the process of trying to overcome them all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Levin. We enjoyed having you here, helping us through some tough times. Next item is the approval schedule of the monthly meetings. Reference Public School Code of 1949, Section 404 and Section 421. Administrative recommendation is to approve the board meeting schedule for the period of Tuesday, January 20, 2009 to Monday, December 7, 2009, as attached. All meetings are held at 7:30 p.m. at the District Service Center building, unless otherwise noted. I need a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor? Any nays? Any abstain? Any questions or comments? The agenda is the appointment of the Penn-Delco representative to serve as the PSBA liaison and legislative chairperson. The administrative recommendation is to approve Kathy Roddy as the PSBA liaison and legislative chairperson for a one-year term until December 2009. Do I have this motion? All in favor? Any nays? Any abstain? Any questions or comments? Motion passes. Next item is public comment. Public comment is for 15 minutes and for 3 minutes per person. All right, seeing none, we'll come right back up to the board. Comments by members of the board. Any comments by any members of the board? Anyone? I'd just like to thank, I'll start out, I guess. I'd like to thank my fellow board members who voted for me to reelect me as board president and for their confidence. It was a great pleasure to lead the board over the past year. We accomplished a lot, and we should be proud. I will tell you that I will be proud once again to lead the board in the upcoming year, as we will have many issues to tackle in the year ahead. I'm confident that with the superb leadership of our administration and this board, that we will overcome any challenge presented to us. I'm very excited the direction our district is headed, and under Dr. Steinhoff and his cabinet's leadership, and I hope to assist them in any way possible in continuing to be the best district in Delaware County. Thank you. Any other comments? Any unfinished business? Any unfinished business? Any new business? Under item A, personnel. Extra pay, extended employee. Need a motion to approve all the personnel items, and under new business on a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Any nays? Any abstain? Any questions or comments? Okay. Item B is personnel. Appointment Frank Taylor, electrician security specialist, pay grade 12 at $25.34 an hour, 8 hours a day, 261 days a year with full-time benefits in accordance with the Teamsters Contract 463, effective 12/15/08. I need a motion to approve this item. All in favor? Any nays? Any abstain? Any questions or comments? Item C on the agenda is the preventive maintenance agreement number 417 for Spitz Model A4 Planetarium. The motion will be to approve the preventive maintenance agreement between Spitz Incorporated of Delaware and the Penn-Delco School District for the Model A4 Planetarium housed at Sun Valley High School at a cost of $3,425 for the period from October 1st, 2008 through September 30th, 2009. Do I have this motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Any abstains? Any questions or comments?
Just a question. Is this the same price as last year? Do you know, Dr. Steinhoff? Or Debbie, or it's less? Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
The next item is, in addition, is item D, is a motion for an amendment to policy 6.16. And the motion is that policy 6.16B and is hereby amended to add the following to the list of approved items in which the school board secretary may draw payment orders prior to school board approval. Number 1, officiating and entry fees for athletics. Number 2, invoices for approved student activities accounts, provided, however, that there has been prior written approval by the appropriate administrator with authority over the particular account. And 3, professional staff development fees, provided, however, that there has been prior written approval by the Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction. This provision shall be inserted in the policy as appropriate, and the policy as amended shall be prepared and ratified by the school board in due course. It is the intent of the school board that these amendments are effective immediately upon approval of this motion. Do I have this motion? All in favor? Any nays? Any abstain? Any questions or comments? The motion passes.